Aster had other films before Hereditary and Midsommar, and in this series I'm going to be discussing all the short films leading up to his blockbuster hits. In his first film, Beau, we follow a man named Beau who becomes increasingly more paranoid after someone steals his house keys. Beau is packing to go on a trip to visit his mother. Just as he's heading out the door, he remembers his tube of floss that he forgot upstairs. He goes to retrieve it, and when he comes back to the door, he notices his luggage and house keys have been stolen. Confused, he heads out into the hallway where he's met with a man who is angrily huffing his way towards him. As the man nears, Beau asks him if he saw anyone take his keys. Before Beau can finish his sentence, the man insults him, insinuating that Beau had done something to disturb the man and cause his outrage. Beau vents to his mother over the phone about the weird situation he's in and explains that he will no longer be able to visit her. He sets a booby trap in front of his door so that whenever it's open, its ringing will alert him of intruders. That night he hears a distressed voice coming from the hallway. When the bell rings, he grabs some shears and heads downstairs to find some sort of creature slithering out the back door. This freaks him out enough that he decides to sleep in front of his door and surrounds his sleeping body with mouse traps. It's clear that he hopes whatever is breaking into his home will get caught in one if it decides to break in again. The next day he hears more distress coming from the hallways, but when he goes to investigate, he finds a couple playing around. When the girl catches him staring, she hurls another insult at him, causing him to retreat back into his home. He tries calling the police about his missing keys, but the operator grows increasingly more agitated with him after every call. Now it's time for Beau to take matters into his own hands. He sets up a trap by his front door and patiently waits for whatever is tormenting him to make itself known. While his back is turned, a robber breaks in through the back door and attempts an attack, but ends up injuring himself instead. After the robber makes a run for it, Beau calls his mom and asks if she can pick him up instead, revealing a furry monster who has taken the place of his mother and is also the culprit of his missing keys. Although I don't understand the meaning of this film, perhaps that's exactly the point. Maybe the audience is supposed to just steep in Beau's paranoia with him. From the moment we see his multiple medications to his reliance on a nightlight, Beau is shown to have some sort of medical disorder that causes his deep paranoia. Not only that, but Beau is a helpless individual who constantly calls his mother when something goes wrong. It's almost like he's a child who has no grasp on his own life. In the end, we learn that his paranoia is valid because there's actually something out there tormenting him. The multiple keys on the monster's desk at the end show that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. We don't know what actually happened to Beau's mom, but we can assume one of two things. Either the monster has gotten rid of the mother and fully inserted itself as her replacement, or it has simply infiltrated any communication methods in order to play its little game without the mother or Beau's knowledge. Whatever the case, this monster has terrorized Beau to the point where he feels some sort of reliance on it. And because nobody but Beau has seen the culprit, it looks like he's slowly going insane. Knowing this, it calls into question the other events of the film. Are his neighbors actually hurling insults at him, or did he just imagine it? Did he do something to upset the man at the beginning, or was it actually the monster and Beau is the one being framed? After doing some digging, I found that Beau apparently used a Ouija board before these events, and the monster is a demon named Colgan, the collector of keys. With this information, we're to assume that after using the Ouija board, Beau had summoned a demon that had been terrorizing him ever since. I question what happens when Beau actually makes it to his mother, or will Beau accidentally walk into the hands of a demon? Maybe the most unsettling part about this film is the unknown. We know Beau is being tricked by a demon, but he doesn't know. And as we watch him fall further into the demon's trap, the audience has no choice but to watch Beau fall further into helplessness as this demon slowly takes over his life.